Well, hello, everybody. Thank you for joining today's Training Tuesday. We're going to learn about one of our new tilt-up products that can assist you in solving your ACI 318 building code needs within the job site. I'm Heidi Reese with Dayton Superior's Marketing Training Department, and like usual, I want to go over a couple of housekeeping items to make our Training Tuesday more enjoyable for everyone. So as you may have noticed, everybody on the call has joined muted so that there are no disturbances behind the scenes so that we can all enjoy the presentation. But you are much more than welcome to go ahead and ask any questions throughout the presentation through the chat functionality in Zoom. And at the end of the presentation, we'll have a mini question answer session for those questions that you may have. Also, the presentation is being recorded in case you want to re-listen later or just forward to someone that might benefit from seeing it and learning from it. And we'll be posting it later on to our social media as well as YouTube channels and DaytonSuperior.com. So today we're going to be discussing the panel-based anchor, which we like to call the Superior PBA 10K with the new Shear connector. We're going to go over a brief overview of the latest ACI 318 building code, how to solve for those codes' needs. We're going to talk about welded connections versus easier installations. And then we're going to go into the features of the panel-based anchor, as well as some installation guides, benefits, and much more. So we're super lucky to have one of our product development engineers with us today, and he specifically worked to create this new product alongside a lot of his peers in the organization. And his name is Adam Karasani. He, like I said, works in new product development and has been an engineer with us since 2020. What a great year. He's a graduate of The Ohio State University and is also ACI certified as a tilt-up technician. You may have met him a couple weeks ago at the TCA show, since he is an active participant in that association, and he was there in our booth. He's also been key in developing many of the other products that help you on the job site, including, like I said, the panel-based anchor specifically. So let's welcome Adam and get our Training Tuesday learning ears ready to go. We'll gain some new knowledge for the panel-based anchor. I do want to point out that this presentation is intended for training purposes only. Anything that you see within there for technical specifications or safety data sheets and whatnot, you can find on DaytonSuperior.com. So Adam, go ahead.
All right, Heidi, thank you for that introduction. So everyone, my name is Adam Karasani. I am an engineer here with Dayton Superior. And today we're going to be going over a few products here, the panel-based anchor, as we call, as Heidi said, the PBA 10K, and the accompanying Shear connector product. So our agenda for today, we're going to start with going over the background behind this product and what led to its creation, the industry challenges that led to its development, and we'll talk about how the industry currently tackles those challenges and how the PBA 10K can improve upon them. And we'll demonstrate the installation so you can get a full picture of this product and how it works. And after that, we'll get into the additional accessories like Heidi mentioned, the Shear connector product, the benefits of that, and we'll finally wrap up with some additional technical resources that we offer, as well as a brief question and answer session. All right, let's get started. So why does PBA 10K exist? So the PBA 10K was developed to meet a specific industry spec, and that is this, the ACI 318 building code, which requires a 10,000-pound connection between the concrete panel and the footing. So simply put, ACI dictates you must have a connection between the concrete panel and the footing. And specifically, that spec states that there should be at least 2 vertical integrity ties of 10,000 pounds each in each panel. So how does the industry currently solve those challenges, or how do they currently tackle the problem? Well, there are 2 solutions we see very commonplace. Those are the pour back strips and a structural connection like a welded connection here. But anyone who's used those before will tell you they can be very time-consuming, labor-intensive, costly, and in the case of a welded connection too, that process requires specialty skill sets and equipment to be able to do. So what we hope to offer with the panel-based anchor, the PBA 10K, is a product that is quick, discreet, and durable, and above all else, easy to install. So here's some images of the structural connections that I mentioned. The bottom right one in particular we can take a look at. So there you have a steel plate that is cast into the wall panel, and then they are welding on an angle bracket there and then finishing it off by installing some sort of anchorage, like a screw-in anchor, an epoxy connection, or grouted anchor, something like that. So the downside of the system is it requires, like I said, that specialty welding to come in there and do that for however many panels you have. Another different solution that we see is the pour-back strip. So this is a different way to meet those same requirements, but for this system, you would leave a portion of the slab unpoured and then tilt your panels into place like normal. But once that's done, you would come back and fill in that area, that strip there, to establish a panel-to-footing connection. So just by looking at this, you can probably guess it's a little more complicated than the last solution. So there's a lot more planning that goes into this to make sure that reinforcement is properly placed to ensure the connection is established according to ACI standards. So how does the PBA 10K improve on those systems? Well, like both those systems, it established a permanent connection between your concrete panel and the footing. Like both those systems, it provides a 10,000-pound connection in tension as required by ACI 318. And I'll also point out that 10K number, that 10,000-pound number, is where the PBA 10K gets its name from. Where the PBA 10K sets itself aside is the easier installation. The installation process is much more quick, discreet, and durable than the other alternatives. It is a patent-pending system developed by our tilt experts at Dayton Superior. So getting into some of the specific benefits of this product. So to start, it's a one-size-fits-all for all panels. So that means it can be used in solid panels, insulated sandwich panels, insulated composite panels. You can use it with on-site cast tilt-up or precast plant casted. It can also be used in any panel size. So from 5.5 inches up, you can use the same exact product. So whether it's 5.5 inch, 8 inch, 12 inch, doesn't matter. You can use the same product on all those different panel sizes. The system is also hot dip galvanized, so it offers some corrosion resistance there. It does not require any sort of welding, so there can be significant cost savings not needing those systems. It's a much easier installation. So it's simple, verifiable, and straightforward, as I mentioned. Anyone that currently works in tilt will already have the skills and the equipment needed to be able to install this product, specifically with brace install. Another huge benefit of this product, it has a 12-inch screw-in anchor, or Bearcat bolt, that was specifically designed for this system. And this allows the system to be installed on the exterior face of the panel. So not only will that provide some advantages, it also means that there's no panel patching required. So typically when you grout back over that area, this system will be completely covered over. So you won't have to go back and patch over this area, and the lower profile of the product helps with that as well. And then last thing on the slide that I will mention for any engineers on the call, it can be specified in cracked concrete. So from a design side, that's another huge advantage of that 12-inch bolt specifically designed for this product. So now we'll look at the installation here. We have a few images. This is the first step of the process. So you'll attach the base assembly here to your formwork. You can see in here they're chairing it up, or you can tie into the rebar mat. In that plastic piece of our base assembly, we have 2 nails that are molded into that piece. So you'll just need to set it right up against there and tap those nails in. And then after you're done pouring and tilting the panel, this is what you'll see. Typically you have a sticker that covers that plastic piece there. That's to keep any concrete slurry from getting in there. And so you'll see that the face of the panel, you'll see a sticker like that where you can puncture through to create a void cavity in the wall panel itself. And this allows you to install what we call the insert bar here, which bears directly into that wall. So lastly, you'll install in your screw-in anchor that I mentioned, that 12-inch Bearcat bolt. And then you're done. The PBA 10K is fully installed. As I mentioned a few times now, the simple installation, you can see why. It's just 2 nails and a screw-in anchor. Anyone currently on a tilt job site is doing this exact thing already. So that is the full PBA 10K as a system. But in addition to that, we also offer the T29 Shear connector. So this is an accessory that comes with its own added benefits. So the Shear connector is an optional accessory to the panel-based anchor. Without it, you still get that 10,000-pound connection in tension. With it, you can get both in-plane and out-of-plane shear resistance. which is especially useful in high wind or seismic applications. And the system can have an ultimate capacity up to 15,000 pounds, which will depend on your anchorage connection. And there are verifiable calculations readily available for this product, posted online. We'll kind of get more into this later, but this product has very extensive calculations and different kinds of technical support available on our webpage. So kind of illustrating things here. On the left, you'll see the standard PBA 10K, that is the tension component. On the right, we have the shear connector. So this is an added accessory that if you need that in-plane, out-of-plane shear resistance, this is what you would add on to the PBA 10K. And then together, you would get the full assembled PBA 10K with shear connector that provides both tension and shear resistance. We have a quick video here to kind of demonstrate that installation again. So you'll see the PBA 10K there with those nails molded in place for added convenience. You can puncture the insert bar through the sticker into that void cavity and install your screw and anchor. So here's the actual application. You have the form there. You're installing your 2 nails, pouring the slab, and then lifting up that wall panel. And you'll notice that the front face here, you can see that sticker exposed there. That's to kind of locate that product and tell you where to puncture that insert bar through. So you put that in place, slide on your shear connector, and you can install your 3 Bearcat bolts. Now again, the only difference between the installation with and without the shear connector is just that those extra 2 Bearcat bolts on the end. So getting into some of the part list here, so this is a little bit different than some of our other products. So this product comes organized on a palletized kit. So it's separated between the different components. And we also have replacement parts available as needed. So if you order one standard PBA kit, what you'll get is the base assembly, the insert bar, plastic void, and Bearcat bolt. So those will all come with each panel-based anchor kit ordered. And then if you choose to opt for the shear connector portion as well, it's ordered a little bit differently. So it's ordered separately from the PBA 10K, and it can be ordered in one of 3 configurations. So option 1, which would be the standard option, would be to order the shear connector with 2 of our 5-inch Bearcat bolts. Or option 2, you could get it with 2 of our 7-inch Bearcat bolts for added capacity. Finally, option 3, order the shear connector without any Bearcat bolts. And you would do that if you were going to use something like an epoxy anchor or something like that. And that would have the highest capacity of the system. So basically, whatever option you decide is just whatever capacity you need for your specific project. Now we're going to go over some technical resources that we offer. So I'm going to turn it back over to Heidi here to kind of go over some of these.
Okay, great. Thanks, Adam. So as he mentioned, we have some calculations out there. We also have contact information, such as if you want to know your sales, customer service representative, technical assistance needs, you can go out to our website, DaytonSuperior.com, and notice those regional maps over there, and they show all the good information that you need according to your region with the phone numbers present. We also have tilt-up engineering services that allow for lifting, point, bracing, and anchors, a complete package with site drawings and panel details. The engineers can make that happen for you. We have a tilt-up project estimation. The tilt-up estimate at DaytonSuperior.com is the email. A lot of people think, oh my gosh, it's a group email address, but we actually do that on purpose so that multiple people can access that address and take care of your needs as quickly and promptly as possible. In addition to that, we have a tilt-up estimation tool where you can estimate the number of lifting and bracing inserts and the braces needed for your project. That is a free tool that is found on DaytonSuperior.com. Just search for tilt-up estimating tool or go to the tilt-up page. If you have any other additional engineering questions for tilt-up, we have tilt-up at DaytonSuperior.com, and you'll notice all this on your screen here today. I will also put that in the email to you later, letting you know about the video as well as contact information that you might need. So additional resources, we obviously have the product pages. technical data sheets as well as application guides or handbooks, the calculation supplement guide that Adam already referred to, and the quick install video. It's a little bit different of a video, very similar to what he showed you, where you can see it being done right there on the screen. PBA field guide installation, and there we go. We also have a brochure that if you as a dealer need to have this out, you can provide that information, that marketing collateral. All right, so with that, I want to open it up for questions for Adam. Go ahead and do that through the chat functionality if you have anything. And I'll go ahead and discuss, I will be presenting this once it is out there live on YouTube. An email will go out and let you know that it's ready to go. You'll be able to download it on Dayton Superior's YouTube channels, as well as DaytonSuperior.com. Just search for product videos, and they're all out there. We do this every week, 1 p.m. Eastern, every Tuesday, different topics, different presenters, and they're all out there on the website, so you can look at those and find something that is of use to you. Are there any other questions or questions? All right, well, Adam did a fine job, so I can see why there aren't any questions. And with that, thank you for joining Training Tuesday, and you have a happy one. Thanks.